Hello ladies and gentlemen, the walkthrough house here, bringing you the most tedious episode of all time. This mission takes place in 3rd Echelon headquarters, and this mission, even for someone who knows his way around, it took me 14 minutes to complete. With total editing, this video I assume is going to be about 16 or 15 minutes long. Hopefully it won't be that long. So we're infiltrating, 3rd Echelon headquarters to find more information about what Tom Reed is actually doing. So let's see what we can find out. So first up, we have 3 guards in this parking lot. The first thing we do after they finish their conversation is take care of the first guard, move in right very fast because there is a chance that these guys might turn around. Usually they don't, but fortunately this time they did, because that helps me take care of them really fast. Then we move up here and go into the small ventilation into the first generator, and we plant a C4. Well, this is not a generator, I mean a power outlet stuff. Powerful stuff, yeah. So we planted the first one, we still need to plant the second one, but first we're gonna move up here and take this idiot off the ledge, and then we move on. Just keep in mind that there are cameras in this area, so you don't want to be detected, because then you would have to restart the mission. Moving into this small ventilation again, then we have the second location to plant our C4 in, and after we do that, we are done with the first quarter of, well, not the first quarter, like, the mission is still ways to go after this part. Then we grab this guy right here and bring him in and kill him. Then we wait for that guy to move out a little bit. You could knock him out if you wish. I usually do not, because I never need to, and why do it if I don't need to? Move into the elevator, and here comes my most hated part. First of all, walking here is just straight out tedious. Okay, you can't run really. You have to walk. Yep, you have to walk. And then you have to talk with this biatch. She is not well behaved. Like, first of all, she completely points the finger at us by saying, hold on a second. And then, she talks in this really, I don't know. Like right here, she's like, Mr. Reed is unavailable. But anyway. And then after this comes my most hated part. You blow it up, and you get ready to enter the 3rd Echelon. But wait, fail 1. Fail number 2. Fail number 3. Like, I almost had it this time too. Like, fail number 4. God damn it. Fail number 7,432. Fail number, I don't even know what to say this. He pushed me and I died. Like, the fuck. Finally, a success run by the walkthrough house himself. Anyway. So yeah, we have the success run here, and we move in right very fast. Make sure you take cover behind the reception desk. Move in, throw a grenade, but I did throw just close enough, and I kind of failed at it, but it did manage to get the job done. So I'm into the 3rd Echelon headquarters by merely a second. If I had a second late, I would not have made it. But here we are. So the first thing we want to do right away is run up and climb up the ledge. There's going to be certain enemies, I believe 3-4 of them, down below us, but we want to move down right in, and we want to kind of make it sneaky, but I kind of messed up by dropping in at the wrong place, and what did I just do? The things I do. Anyway, I tried to change my plans, move to the right a little bit, kill this guy off, and then move off the ledge, and not have to worry about any of the guards. You can choose to kill them. I chose not to. Then we move down here, drop from the ledge, go straight up, climb up here, few enemies to knock out again. You can choose, or you can choose not to. I chose to knock out, I believe, one of them, or, my marksman skills didn't really work well there, but it's whatever. Anyway, going in, we can kill this guy off, climb up the ledge again. As you can tell in this mission, there's a lot of ledges to climb on, and stuff like that. And then we go into the server room, and then we could, totally just open the door, but who does that? So here we have Charlie Fryman. Which kind of idiot names their kid Charlie Fryman? Fryman. Is that even a real last name? I'm sorry if it is. I feel sorry. Like, I hope your name's not Charlie. Charlie Fryman. Man, he's gonna stay single for a while. Anyway, he gives you this thing. When I was a kid, when I first playing Splinter Cell, the first one, I used to call it the Splinter head. But yeah. Then sudden guards burst through the server room, and then all you have to do is really knock them out. I take my time doing this. Every time you press Z, it does a sonar vision, and you know where everyone is. You can mark them by pressing Q. I don't really mark them, I just use them to know where my opponents are. Usually it's a good idea to mark them, as you will see I start doing it in a few minutes. So four easy headshots to take care of the 4 guards, and then you're done. Upcoming here, I run too much and I jump up the ledge too much, and I get myself lost completely far away from the opposite side of the objective, but I find my way back, go back into the server room again, and then take the other door. Going in here, we have the same situation. A few guards burst through the freaking office looking for Sam Fisher, and our job is obviously to escape past them. I mean, stealthier the better, but if you don't really care about stealth and you're playing it on easy, then you can completely throw stealth out the window. Jump down here, don't really bother kill other than these 2 guys. These 2 guys were talking about how I was going to walk in and they're going to shoot the crap out of me, but that doesn't really work out for them, I suppose. Anyway, moving on. We need to reach Reed's office, and throughout the way, I like the fact that I don't need to freaking knock out every single guard I have on my way. Like, even right here, I completely ignored the 2 guards and just move forward. Going in, you need to take a right, but I take a left by accident. You need to take a right, and onto the ceiling again. Move slowly, slowly, slowly. Take care of the guards that are down below. You have 1 guard here and 1 guard on the opposite, right there. And we can just use... You can use death from above if you wait enough, or you can just shoot him and ignore the second guard because he's usually turning his back. Now we are into Reed's office. Now you have to be careful because we have laser pointers. If you touch one of those lasers, the machine gun's going to go off and it's going to kill you. There's no avoiding that. And when you walk while you have your sonar goggles on, it's gonna like jitter a little bit. So I almost said jizz. That came out wrong, man. Anyway, as I was saying, jitter a little bit. So it's very, very, very recommended. Highly recommended. Sorry, not very recommended. My English is starting to fail me. Highly recommended that you move slowly, regardless of you sitting in the same position for 10 minutes if you are not comfortable. Like for example, me here. I had to wait a good 5 minutes before I had the guts to make a move. And finally I did. And that also very slowly. And I thought that thing touched me there. I completely lost my balls there. But I didn't touch it, so it was good. Moving into the new world of, you know, I think Sam Fisher would make a good limbo player, but he's not really playing, he's just crouching it through, so. Anyway, now that we are done with that, we need to move forward into the lounge that Reed has, and there we find our old friend Andre Coburn. And as you guys can suggest, some interrogation is going to take place.
Nice to see you again.
Long time no see, dickhead. Oh, scars on your head. Want me to add more to that? Here we go. Oh, that's a new one right there.
Nobody's coming to save you this time, Andre.
He looked like a baby there for a second.
What the hell is
We all know what's gonna happen next. Oh, look at that big rifle. That rifle kind of looks really badass, actually. I don't know why. And realistically, he puts it over his backpack. Thank God his backpack didn't disappear like they do in many games. But anyway, this is Sparta! And he falls all the way down to the desk. It's funny because the American flag was, flying right by him. It was very patriotic indeed, brought tears to my eyes. But, may not do the same for you. So then we drag him around by his throat a little bit more, and we find out that we are going to kill the president. How cliche. Then, this is freaking awesome! I don't know how he can talk so comfortably. If I were him, I would start crying. Hopefully I'm not brutally honest, but I would piss my pants.
that son of a bitch? Last question.
So we find out that the vice president is already in the same road as they are. So the only thing they are worried about is the president, because the president fails to oblige. So they're planning to kill the president and then use the vice president, who's in their allegiance, to do whatever the hell they want in the United States of America. I always feel the need to say third Echelon for some reason. Hopefully I'm not the only one.
That's your friend Grim's daughter. I worked with her a bunch of times. She knows more about this than I do.
As much as Grim is a cool lady, her last name, nah, Grim's daughter, like, no. doesn't fit. So the moment this happens, we find out that Splinter cells are coming to rescue our buddy Andre. So I get the hell out of there and just book it and wait for them to chase me. After they do that, I execute the 2 and just kill the third one just because I got impatient. After doing that, we have a short conversation with Grim, and Grim invites us to her office to let us know in some old intel. Hopefully, it's worth my time, because the journey to Grim's room is quite far.
Had a few other things to say. I'm headed to your office.
So, we patiently wait here, and just wait, and 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 wait. And then 4 guards burst into Coben's office. Well, not Coben's office, Reed's office. And we make quick work of them, and then it'll give us the opportunity to move into Grim's office. Moving up, we take care of this guy just to get the execute back, because execute will be very much needed. Then we have one of those laser pointer rooms again. I would say that this room is actually much easier than Coben. Why do I keep saying Coben? Than Reed's office, because you can really just hop over them, and they're very easy to avoid. You know, the one you had to crouch through and you always risked getting touched, but this one is nothing like that. Hop over here. Even the hoppy thingy has the laser sensors. I'm guessing they were expecting Sam Fisher or somebody else that was of equal skill. This is very, very tedious. If I was Sam Fisher, I would just take my chances with the machine gun. But maybe that's why I'm not Sam Fisher. Then we just move out the door, and then we are done. Moving in, we have more guards to kill. There's a lot more guards to kill. Here we have plenty of guards to kill. I think we have 6 or 5 of them. First one coming in right here on the left. Go in there, and then we have 4 guys in this long hallway, and 1 guy in the... Well, 4 guys in this big computer room, and 1 guy in the long hallway. Kill those 2 people. Wait for the 4th one, because the 4th one's way far away. Then there's a guy just sitting here, and I knock the crap out of him. 2 guards. Kill one of them. I forget about the last one, because here, it's very important. You get ambushed by Splinter cells. I advise you take a left and climb the ledge immediately, and then you will see how idiotic Splinter cells are. I mean, they saw where I climbed from, but they all like to group. And the guy moves out, and he just kind of stays there, and you know, and he clearly knows there's an opening there. He himself is the Splinter cell. He knows what to do, but I suppose Splinter cells are not as good as they used to be back in the day. Ever since Sam left, it has never been the same, really. Then we go through Grim's office, and we find a truth.
So tell me about Sarah, Grim. Tell me why you lied to me.
It was Lambert's call, Sam. He thought he was protecting you. He had a recording system set up in his office. Everything that went on in there he saved. Before New York, he gave me the access codes. The files can only be triggered on-site and only by me. This is what he had to say about Sarah.
Sarah Fisher, I'd received reliable intelligence of a credible threat against her, one coming from a mole inside 3rd Echelon. The threat against Sarah would be used in an attempt to leverage Sam. Sam would then be compromised, and I couldn't allow that. So I made the hard choice. I faked Sarah's death, taking her off the playing board. Without her, Sam would be free to act as he needed to. He'd suffer, but she'd be safe. The rest was detailed. Preparing a new identity for Sarah, securing her. Excellent work there, Anna, in keeping her hidden. Then used that despicable creature, Coben, to provide a body that could stand in for the girl. And then I lied to my best friend. Told him his daughter was dead. Took advantage of his grief and used it for 3rd Echelon's purposes. And the saddest part of this, I never uncovered the mole. The danger to her and to Sam is still out there, which means this has to stay hidden. You and I know, that's all. Perhaps someday...
Sam! Sam! Sam, listen to me! Sam! You have to listen to me. What's done is done. But right now, I need you. I need the Sam Fisher I worked with.
Haven't you heard? He's dead! Just ask my daughter.
Sam, please! My analysts have worked through the rest of the data that you got from White Box. We know what they're doing, and we can't stop it.
Then what do you need me for?
They've got 3 directional EMP generators in place. When they go off, the pulses will blanket the entire metro area. Optimal coverage pattern predictions place one of those 3 at the Old City Reservoir site. You need to go there and disable it.
Why should I?
Because that's the one that will hit Sarah's apartment. And if you stop it, you can save her from what's coming after.
And the other 2?
There's only time to go after one. So go. Save your daughter. I was never holding her. That was just a bluff to get you in the game. And for whatever it's worth, I'm sorry.
What about you?
I'm going to the White House with Tom Reed, and I'm going to try to save the president. Maybe I'll see you there.
When I first heard that when I played that game, I completely lost my shit. First of all, when I was playing Double Agent, I chose not to kill Lambert, so in my world he still lives. Second of all, Sarah is alive. Our whole lives, we've been, traumatized about Sarah's death, and now we find out he's alive. Lambert, I swear to God, and Grimm took a number on us. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time.